You must know this about yourself, okay? Because otherwise you're going to walk around believing that you're actually defending democracy while you're contemplating how ethnically excluding people from voting would actually improve democracy. A delusion if ever there was one. Why believe such a thing? No, just understand what you are.
%0 of you are subscribed. Fix that.
Oh, sure. So, so if I was to look at, let's say we said everybody from Yemen. Now, I would say these are people that I would feel very uncomfortable moving here, not because of their race. These are people that are definitely against democracy, and they're definitely against things that are valued and protected in the West. So,
like Republicans?
No, I mean, I think they would. Jesus Christ, dude! If you were to look at what the average Yemeni thought about,
in the United States today, the reactionary faction is the Republicans. You are not going to move me over by saying, "Oh, ignore the 100 million Republicans in your own country. What if too many Yemenis people came in? What a threat they would be." Funnily enough, Muslims in America actually tend to be more progressive than Christians in America.
Yes,
even though Muslims abroad tend to be more reactionary. The reason for that is because Republicans are so unabashedly racist that they kind of force non-white, non-Christian groups into progressivism by proxy. Like, a lot of black people in America are socially reactionary, but Republicans are so racist that they have no choice but to vote blue. So I will never care about the reactionary foreigner, because throughout America's history, it has been the reactionary Republican, the person, the white man, the domestic man. They have been the threat to progressive values in this country. And if I wanted to break democracy to get rid of them, I would ban the Republicans, not Yemenis people.
Sure, but once again, hypothetically, let's say we let in all of these people.
We already have 100 million of them. We don't need to. Well, hypothetically, what if the Yemenis... No. Right now, I'm telling you, the Republicans already tripped my flag for I basically don't think these people should be allowed to participate in democracy. We already have reached that point. I am not going to go, yes, well, hypothetically, in an entirely different world, what if the Yemenis were the threat? You know, it's not going to happen.
When it comes to Muslim people, I have Muslim friends. I know Muslims.
Can we get to the point?
This isn't me.
I don't consider these debates an intellectual exercise. I think you're morally repugnant. I'm only here to discuss the ideas. I don't need the virtue signal on how, you know,
this isn't a
well, they're actually
signal.
very, well, they're all very good people. You're arguing in favor of ethno-state logic. I'm sure you know many good blacks. Please tell me why you think it's acceptable to cripple a democracy by denying certain ethnic groups the right to participate in the democracy. That's what we're talking about.
There are people that are incompatible with some fucking nation. I think you can all agree with that.
I think that Republicans are incompatible with democracy.
Well, I think Democrats are incompatible with democracy. In fact,
that's because you're retarded.
That isn't their way.
So wait, at any rate, this argument. Wait, hold on. This I'm trying to save us from wasting time. This argument has been addressed. Obviously, I will not support denying ethnic groups immigration or citizenship status for what they do to the democracy, because my country is already infested with people like you. So we have to move on to another point. This one has been addressed. You can hypothetical your Yemenis immigration wave all you want. You know, they would probably be better than you.
Oh, yeah, amazing.
So the Yemenis enter California and they get discriminated against by the Republicans, then they vote Democrat.
They would throw a bisexual, I don't think you're homosexual, bisexual like you off the fucking building and laugh and your bones were...
Really? How often does that happen here in America?
Well, it's normal in their country.
Wait, but I live here in America. Interestingly, most of the actual attacks being done against LGBT people lately have been done by Republican white people. Maybe we should be throwing them off the buildings if we're so concerned about self-defense, no? Like, why do you pretend to care about the LGBT people? Oh, keep the Yemenis away. They'll be a threat to your rights, you say as you vote Republican. You're such a coward. Why are you people all the same? You don't own your positions. You're just, oh, actually, I'm pro-ethno-state because I want to defend democracy and queer people. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't believe any of those things. You probably want to throw
No,
me
no,
off a rooftop. No, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
no, I don't.
I know. No, 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 no. Underneath this abstraction, I'm sure you are deeply concerned with what you perceive to be the cultural decline through degeneracy of the United States. And these attitudes are directly linked with genocidal ones. But I always feel like I'm
No,
arguing against proxy beliefs. Like, I have to listen to you talk about how you know many, many good Muslims. And yes, so what are we here for? What argument has not yet been addressed? I do not believe you should deny certain ethnic groups immigration because of the way they will vote. It is fundamentally anti-democracy. So every point yet has been addressed. Why should I not allow immigration into my fine country?
a couple friends that were lesbians.
No,
Just
you're doing it
Nando, I
again.
get it. No, stop. I'm not doing it again.
You're doing
But
it
when I
again.
talk to gay people have always fucking existed. So have bisexual people. We all fucking know it. Why do we need to punish them? Is it going to get rid of them in the long term? No. Obviously, it ends up happening no matter what. Like schizophrenia, they tried to fucking, through eugenics, they tried to annihilate them. But it's a dormant gene where a lot of most schizophrenic people never have kids. Yet schizophrenia still keeps on fucking occurring. All right? So I don't believe on punishing people for how they're fucking born.
Unless,
Right,
of course,
now,
they're born in a different country, in which case you would punish them by denying them citizenship so they don't vote against your racist policies.
but you say racist policies. First of all, if you're not
You've
from
literally
that
admitted
country,
to me to being racist. We don't have to argue about the
I am
abstractions
racist.
here. No,
But
I know that. So yeah, so that's crazy, dude. People participate in the immigration process, become citizens, they naturalize, and then they vote against people like you who dislike them because of their race or make policies against them. Okay, that's democracy at play. You know, this is just I'm sorry, this is literally just how it functions. Whether you're an immigrant or a newborn person born to native inhabitants of a country, you're a new person. I don't think you're any more an American being born on this soil than you are moving into this place, you know? And the democratic process
really,
should, yeah, of course. It's just a bit of ground with a border around it. Um, Either way you enter this country, like, I can't imagine how low a person would have to be to think that being born a citizen is some kind of like innate legitimizer of their identity, you know? Like, unlike you immigrants, I had the decency to be born to two people who fucked on this bit of ground. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't fucking care. These bloviating fucks, these fat Walmart mobility scooter fucks, who die of heart problems at 42. You think you're more American?
Isn't that kind of look like you though? I mean,
No, you think you're more American because of nice coat, by the way, because like you're born into this country. There are people
that's
from
me.
Mexico who worked to get here. They worked to become an American citizen. That person is twice the American in any of these you know, these white picket fence, you know, like Big Mac throwing porch ethnostaters. I don't care. They are all in the eyes of the law a citizen, so they should be given the right to vote. I don't think you have any more of a right to a place because you were born there than because you moved there. I don't think that makes any sense at all.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, does that mean I should have a right to the Queen's fucking palace in England? I don't get it.
What kind of retarded deviance is this? The Queen's Palace in England? Well, first of all, I think that place should be nationalized and then distributed to the working folk. So sure, yes, as much as I should. But second of all, if you wanted to go to England and you moved into an English neighborhood, then yes, I believe you are as much a resident of that neighborhood as anyone who has lived there their whole lives. 100%. You just keep sort of stumbling between the few talking points that you memorize by visiting this shithole of, 4chan or whatever else you get your talking points from. It's always a couple of sites.
I don't go to.
Every
Very
4chaner I've
been to
ever talked
4chan.
to has never admitted to going to 4chan, where they get all their talking points from. Maybe you go on Reddit and look
Literally,
at the green text there. Either way, I just don't care what the law says. Ethically, I have asked you time and time again, why should immigrants not be allowed? Your answers thus far have either been empirically incorrect or because you don't believe in democracy, in which case, I'm sorry, but okay. I'm not convinced.
Okay,
I am not an ethnostater. I don't care about any of this. I am speaking from the perspective of human freedom. I want to give people life. I need better arguments than this.
the freedom of association is also a fucking freedom. And if you want to exclude people,
Stop.
that's your absolute goddamn right.
We have unveiled, right, so yes, you believe it is freedom to deny others freedom. This is nonsensical.
You're not denying them freedom.
You are
No, no,
literally
no.
keeping them from living somewhere.
No. You're literally okay, but you're denying the freedom to people who want to deny the
So
freedom.
again, we've already addressed this. We addressed this 5 minutes in.
Hey, yeah, but you literally denying their fucking ability to.
Yes, I deny your ability to murder and rape people as well. Yes.
No.
Yes, I do. Yes, I will call the police on you if I see you raping somebody. I will.
Amazing, but you believe in the freedom to allow people to encroach on somebody else's property and or land or nation.
It's not that. Wait, property and land are things owned by the individual. The nation is not owned by any individual. That's not how it works. Also, I like you to throw property, land, and nation together as though these three things are comparable. You know, like my backpack, my toothbrush, my planet. You know, no. You have right over the things you own. Nobody owns the United States. That's actually kind of part of the whole founding documentation, you know? Unlike, say, for example, feudal states in which the entirety of the kingdom was literally owned by the monarch, in America, we're owned broadly by the people. The government owns land, and the government is ruled by the people. But the government has to abide by people's freedoms. And that's where we get back to the whole, it's not actually denying your freedom to deny you the ability to keep black people from moving in or whatever. I mean, really, do you know how pathetic this sounds? It's been going on for what, nearly an hour and a half now. You've been literally unable to provide any ethical or empirical argument for denying immigration of different ethnic groups, and now you're whining that it's taking away your freedom to deny other people their freedom? This is such a waste of time, honestly. I thought you would be more forthcoming, but it seems the true depths of your retarded racism are being kept privately to you. The first time we talked, you unironically 1350'd me, which is like the, I don't know what that would be. This is like the equivalent of a fish jumping out of the water to land on a pier so it can be clubbed to death. Wait, no, we're an hour and a half in. No, we're an hour and a half in. You want to? I've been asking you to provide real arguments this entire time, and after rolling back to, actually, you're taking away my freedom by taking away my right to deny other people freedom, now we're going to go to 1350? You know what my answer to this is, by the way. It's an unwinnable topic for you. You know that perfectly well. If you paid attention to a single moment of your sociology class, you would know that the 1350 discourse, you might as well be presenting your asshole to me. Why? Why do we talk about this?
Well, I'm sure if I showed you my asshole, you'd probably stick it in because you're gay. But like, I just want to say this.
Was that of interest to you? For me, that was just a bit of petty jousting. But did you perk up when you heard me say that? Did your ears perk?
No, I'm not hardwired.
Your
eyes? Not hardwired like that.
Oh, well, interesting. You gave it more thought than I did.
No dude has ever pointed his asshole at me. That's just kind of weird. But I'm just.
You did give me that like 5-minute I can't help being straight conversation earlier. If there's anything else you would like to talk about, by the way, I would be happy to be your makeshift therapist.
Okay, yeah, I'm a gay dude. I like to suck dicks, but really, thank you. But anyways,
does it feel good to have gotten it back?
Absolutely. I don't know.
I'm sorry for shouting at you earlier.
No, it's cool. I think you're a cool guy. Like, we got in a heated debate, but like, I think you're a cool guy personally. Like, I mean, you know, whatever. It's politics.
I don't want to curtail things entirely. I think an hour 40 is a good amount, though, because somebody else wants to yell at me, too. That fucking Zionist guy. And I need to make sure I have time after that conversation to blow my brains out. All
right.
Yeah, I think I need to just switch gears. I appreciate the conversation.
Yeah, you too. Good night, man.
Have a wonderful day.
Cool.